So, good morning everyone. I've come back today to Dobbs Weir. From here I'm going to cycle north a little bit and go back to the River Stort, where I promised the other day we'd have a little ride. It's almost too nice to leave here, to be honest. I can sit here all day. But that wouldn't make an exciting video, would it? So, let's get going. Well, that didn't take very long. That's rather a pleasant start to the ride. It's called Fields Weir. So those boats over there are moored on the River Lee navigation, and the River Lee goes up that way behind that tree just over there and down that way over there, and this is the end, the bottom end of the River Stort. So we're going to follow the river up that way. So this is the start of the River Stort, and as I said to you the other day, it was some years ago that I came along here on two wheels, and I remember the path not being made up anything like as well as it is along the River Lee, and this is the very start of it, and as you can see it's quite lumpy and bumpy. But I'll say at the outset, we'll go as far as we can on the trike, and then obviously we will go no further. But at least it looks pretty, eh? Let's just go and find out what it looks like. So to all the people in the comments who keep asking me about full suspension, do I enjoy it, and is it worth the expense, and would I buy it again? Perhaps this answers your question. Thanks for that, mate. Can you tell me, I haven't been along here before, am I likely to go much further on this?
I've just cycled all the way from Bishop Stortford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you think I can get through on this?
No. Well, through the gates in that, you mean?
No, just on the path. Is the path like good
yeah,
enough?
you should be able to do it. Yeah,
Yeah?
it's It can get quite. Some of it's like that.
No, well, that's no bother.
Yeah,
so long,
you're all right
as long as
like
it don't get any.
No.
I don't want any like gullies or anything like that.
No,
that's
you're
the
all
thing.
right
Yeah.
like that. You'd be fine.
Ah,
but
nice
you
one.
will come across a few gates.
Not bothered about that.
Yeah, you got to lift it over.
Yeah. Well, I take it you heard that conversation. I couldn't exactly point the camera straight at his face without asking him first, but spur of the moment. So we think we can get through. Look at these pretty little locks. This is lock number 15 of 15 locks on the lower portion of the River Stort. It's been what they call canalised in the lower portion. I guess it wasn't navigable for such a short river. I think the river's about 20 something miles long if memory serves me right. I won't be going the full length of it today because we are still under lockdown, and if something goes wrong with the trike, it's a long way for me to get home pulling it or pushing it, so we won't be doing that. I do love these little locks though. They're really pretty. And the path's improved just here as well. I hope it stays like that. It's really nice. Morning. Well, isn't this pretty? What a wonderful ride. I should come up here more often, I think. This path's definitely got better. Got these lovely rolling fields to my right hand side as well. I do hope you don't mind these periods of silence where I'm just riding along. I'm just enjoying the scenery. So the main town along the River Stort is called Bishop Stortford. Rather unusually in the UK, Bishop Stortford was not named after the river. It was the other way round. Apparently this river used to be called the River Stort. But then a couple of chaps came along, made a map of the river, and because it went through Bishop Stortford, they suddenly changed the name to the River Stort for some reason. I don't know why, but they did. Morning. Morning. Yeah, so now it's called the River Stort, that runs through Bishop Stortford. But we won't be going as far as Bishop Stortford today. I think I'm going to a town called Harlow. I think if I get there, that'll be for quite far enough and then we'll turn around and come back. Yeah, this sort of gate's a nuisance. The only way I can possibly get through there is to lift it over. That's not easy. Okay, let's give it a go.
Should your hand?
I wouldn't mind if you could. Sure. Yeah, just need to get it over that.
Got it?
Yeah, I've got it. That's it. Got it. Lovely, thank you.
I used to see the road fella.
First time I've come down here on this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a second.
Are there any more of these? Down that way?
That one down.
Take that one down next one.
Yeah.
I can't do
So, to be fair, if that guy hadn't come along and helped me there, I think that would have been the end of it straight away. I think I would have struggled to get to Trini over that one. What a ridiculous sort of gate. Not only is it too thin to get a bike through, it's too high to lift them over. It's just there to be an annoyance. And there's certainly no way you could ever get a wheelchair through there. I feel another email coming on. Right, back to the nice views. So every time I put the camera away at the moment, we just end up with more nice views. This is lovely, but it's perhaps not made for the trike, I don't know. It really is just not wide enough. Morning. Yeah, I mean the path's okay for trikes, but it's just a little bit narrow every time I come across somebody else's. As you can see, there's not exactly a lot of places to put the trike while somebody else goes past, or indeed for somebody else to get out of my way as I come through. But hey ho, it's still gorgeous. All this plant here on my left is comfrey. Comfrey is a herb, very good as a fertiliser in the garden, and I think it's also used as animal feed. But it used to be called bone stitch. It could be used as a poultice on injuries and was said to aid in the mending of broken bones. So off camera I just came to another one of those gates, and again, a gentleman helped me lift the trike over, but they're not good. They shouldn't be along here. Those gates are absolutely ridiculous. It's hard enough for anybody to get through them, let alone somebody disabled or in a wheelchair. It's just awful. But at least the path's okay at the moment. As I say, it's a bit narrow. But those gates, to be honest, are enough to make me not want to come back down here because it's just too difficult. I really don't need to be doing silly things with my back, end up in all this gorgeous weather unable to ride, so oh well, we're here for today, we'll enjoy it for what it is. That's a better gate, we don't mind that one. Block number 12 at Hunsdon. That's a lovely little house, isn't it? Somebody's very lucky to be living in there. So whilst we're just gazing at these lovely views, look at this over here, all this lovely open field. But yeah, whilst we're enjoying this lovely view, another question that was asked of me on the comments was, how do I charge my electronics on the go? Well, I did go through that one, I think, after my Holland trip. I showed you some battery packs, some rechargeable battery packs that I take with me, 2 of them. But I'm now quite happy to say that I don't need those heavy little bricks anymore. And they are quite heavy, but they're necessary, I suppose. But I don't need them anymore because I have 2 charging ports on my e-assist. There's one on the top of each of my bottle batteries and another one tucked in behind the controller. So all I need to carry now is 2 USB cables, and that's it. The USB cables I've got are 1 metre in length, so I can put whatever it is that I'm charging in my side bags and still plug it in to the front of the battery, wrap the cable around the battery so it doesn't get tangled in the pedals, and away you go. There's a main road over to my left now, making a bit of noise. That's a bit annoying. Hopefully we'll get away from that in a minute. But there's certainly no problem with this path. This is great. So we're either in the county of Hertfordshire or we're in the county of Essex. one or the other, because that's the two counties that the River Stort runs through. Both of those counties I've already done in my county challenge, so this doesn't count as anything towards helping with that. But who cares, eh? Oh, this is fantastic. Thank you. So, I haven't updated you on the news on the virus in some time now. I think it's been over a week. Happy to say that everything remains the same with me and my extended family. Everybody's absolutely fit and hunky-dory. Hunky-dory? Don't go asking in the comments. Look, hunky-dory means okay. Everything's fine. Hunky-dory. Yep, everything's hunky-dory. Oh, and also on the virus, our media in the UK now is making noises towards trying to force our government's hand on people wearing masks. I think so far the government's resisting it. Thank goodness. I said to the wife this morning, I won't be wearing one. Who are you getting aggressive at, Mr. Swan? Apparently these can break your arm. Don't break any other bones, just your arm. Wonder where that old wives' tale came from. Be careful of swans, they'll break your arm. Thank you. So I think, as you can probably tell, there's a few more buildings around me now. We are getting very close to Harlow, and as I recall, just over there, cool, that's some memory coming back, yes, the only way onto that side is to go down those steps in the corner near that bungalow, and then along there, and then there's some more steps to go over that bridge over there, and then as you can see, you're into Harlow. So am I going to bother to go down those steps? I don't think so. I think we'll call it a day here. We've ridden the River Stort to Harlow. Harlow's a very ordinary town. There's nothing very particular about it at all. So not worth showing you anything there. No cathedrals or anything like that. So that's the River Stort then, from the Lee navigation up as far as Harlow. I'm going to try doing some more of it one day, but not today. Not during the lockdown. So for this one, that's it then, guys. I'm going to do a ride-along video on the way back, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers then, guys. Ta-da.